Good afternoon, people. I, for one, have returned. Lady Jazz is home with baby Skylar. Bayal, her brother, is here. JC is here with his mom. They're inside here cleaning. We got some deliveries coming tomorrow, so they're inside here cleaning the first floor. Then they're going to go downstairs either today or tomorrow and clean the second floor. And we got stuff coming, cabinets and things, so I wanted everything cleaned up top to bottom first. So they're doing that. 17 November, sorry, Thursday afternoon, about 1:32 p.m. So I'm here at the house, just going to do a little quick video update. But now there's Brother Jay. He's on the other side doing the rendering in the front. I'll show that later. So just wanted to show you here first outside. They're working on the spiral staircase. They did run out of the piping here to finish the railing. It's unfinished. Here's the platform. It's going to have to need the railing to come obviously from here all the way over to here, be welded, and then over here, safety feature. I'm going to have them at some point close in this area because that's dangerous for the children. Maybe another couple of pipes or something, weld it later. Maybe Brother Jay later on down the road for safety purposes. I don't want the children falling through, and they will. So that's just, it's unfinished as you see it. There's James is here. We'll go down and take a look at the porch as well to show you a few things here. I think the last time we were here was Saturday, so today's Thursday, so that's they made some progress. I'm going to go down the railings because this is all wet in here. You know, they got the floor all wet, mopping it up, cleaning it up, dusting it out. Then they're going to go downstairs and hopefully get let me make my way here with no railings. I came up, nobody screamed at me to stop, so I'm going down. I've always loved spiral staircases. Well, that step was a big doozy. Oh, okay. I'm a heavy dude, so there's a lot of give here, so I'm thinking maybe I won't be going up and down this too much. I'm 225 pounds of solid muscle. Okay, I'll pause long enough. I think you guys know better. But yeah, I just feel a little give in some of this for me, for my weight, in some of this rebar. So maybe we'll have to reinforce that somehow another time. Here's the porch. We still have things out here, obviously. It's going to get tiles laid on it as well. I may have to go get some extra tiles because I think when I originally measured it, I didn't measure it this big or plan it this big, because I wasn't thinking about the stairs coming up. But that's pretty nice looking stairs. It's unfinished, obviously. It's still got to be sanded down and primed and then painted once it's complete. I'll talk to Brother Jay about some additional security measures. And here, also, for Ferdinand, the stairs are done. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. We're gonna, Lady Jazz and I are gonna talk about the paint. There's just too much of this one color paint. We're gonna start mixing some things up in here, but we're just gonna let the house get finished first. Look at that, beautiful. Stain came out good, nice and dark. I think I told everyone we're gonna go with white with this, good solid white, or maybe a silver color if I can find it. I think I may have changed my mind on the actual silver. But anyway, it's looking good. We didn't get a phone call saying we needed more wood, so we had sufficient. It's just a problem. Well, once all the dust is cleaned up and everything's done, this will all be nice and neat and pretty. So they're doing around, they got to do around the edges over there on the floor, you see, stuff. But it's just stuff. The windows are all done. We paid them off Saturday. So it's just a big major cleanup's going to have to be done. Like I said, right now we're not in any rush to move in here because we haven't sold the house we're living in yet. But that's not here or there. That's just on the budget thing. We can move in at any time. Uh-oh. See, people scraped it. People scraped my door. It's gonna have to be sanded down and touched up. Is that more S1 sand? Somebody piled up some more S1 sand here. There's the well pump house. Oh, this is not done. Okay, this is not done. I was told it was done. I gotta talk to Corey Mike. And maybe there's a misunderstanding. It was supposed to have been done Monday or Tuesday. Actually, the pump house Tuesday, Monday, and the sanitization septic tank. Excuse me. Tuesday.
Yeah.
Brother Jay's working up here. I'm not quite sure what these guys are getting ready to do. I'll find out later and update folks. Corey Ferdinand's putting in the tiles here on the carport area. It's now going to be a porch area, extended porch. That's why we're putting this kind of tiles down. New subscribers, I'm going to wind up parking my truck over here. Wow, what's going on here? Hang on a second, folks. Sorry about that. I had to restart my phone. It was, I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but it was zooming in and out on its own, and the screen was flickering, so I don't know if it affected the video. I'll find it out later. Anyway, let me step back down here where I was. Shut the door in here. I'm going to step out and go around. Let me step out this way. Back, watching where I'm going. So now he's getting ready to render up there. You see he's got over here already. And in the front, I'm going to smooth it out more later. But we're going to go in there into the, I think that side of it, I'm going to walk around. That's where we're going to render as well. Yeah. I got one column rendered, and then the other one's going to get rendered. They're probably taking out the rebar. Let me, I'm going to walk this way. See what it looks like here. Let me start looking through the camera again. So as you can see, we still got a long ways to go in the house. And today's Thursday, so Saturday will be a week from Saturday, and then we have to stop because I just run out of money for the house. So until I build the funds back up, progress is going to be extremely slow. So I'm not sure how much they can do in 7.5 days. They've come a long way in a short time, in the last couple of weeks, so which is a good thing. I think they're gonna at least get the rendering done in the front, and then they're gonna move up here to the top. I'm just looking down. Sorry, folks. Bunch of cow pies out here, and then to the back, and then Corey Ferdinand's gonna finish this. I keep saying it, but they hadn't got around to it yet. They've got the bamboo scaffolding in the front, and then they're going to bring it around to the back, the side and the back. The other side's already been rendered. And then it's going to look pretty much like this until I get some funds to have it painted. And you see all the exposed piping because the original engineer was thinking I was going to come in and fill all this with 50 centimeters of soil. I don't have the money to do that. They just brought the foundation up. I didn't realize they were going to put the piping up that high. I was thinking it was going to be down low, and then, you know, and we could handle that. But anyway, we'll figure all that out. It's going to be a while before the house is completely finished. So, and like I said, I got to wait on for some additional funds. I have to liquidate some property assets first to free up some money. It's a long story for some of you new people. Anyway, I was told they were done. This is exposed. That's not what I want. So I got to talk with Koya Mike, and maybe he's thinking he's got a couple more days. Anyway, we've been preoccupied with the baby, so we'll talk with him some more and see what's up. Because nobody wants their septic tank exposed. No one. So it's supposed to have been covered up. That was the plan. I got to check the leach field. Here's the well pump. That needs to be leveled more. Goodness gracious. Okay, it's high here. It's a pump house. I'm not that concerned about it, but I'm gonna make it look nicer in the future, but this is not my priority right now. Once we get the pressure tank moved in here and the filtering system and all that stuff, and then finish with the door and the gate, as long as it keeps the rain out of it and off of it, which I'm sure it will. That's the purpose of it. Then we're gonna run the water line through here from over there to here. So it's still got a ways before we're gonna move in here. I'm not gonna rush us and then live in a subpar, for lack of a better word, place. So that's just my ideas. Again, it's the money thing. So I took a risk back in March when I said move forward. I did not calculate into it being scammed by the engineer, and that's a nice word to put it. Long story short, wound up being a reference of a friend of a friend. So when you talk to other engineers, you talk to everyone, and everyone's pretty much got the same game plan, you know, focus. And then I said, okay, well, I'll go with a trusted source, but that didn't work out. There's earlier videos back in September that explain it. You guys can check that out. Don't want to put the old subscribers back through all that again. Yeah, I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, okay, this is not finished. It's got to be covered up. Okay, but you can see even they left it. It's higher than I wanted. It was supposed to be where you covered up under the ground. It should have been about this far on the ground, and then covered it up, and then I could put markers out where the septic tank is. So this is not finished though. I think maybe that's where I may have misunderstood. Maybe Koya Mike isn't finished. So we'll see. But here's a leach line that goes. Oh no. Okay. God, this is what's bad about not being here. Yeah, this is not done, because see, this was supposed to be off there. Closer, not here. Because there's my well water. So, but this is actually gets filtered through 3 chambers and it comes to here. So, at some point, maybe not now, when the money comes in, I'm going to have it extended where I was told it was going to be out there. Maybe they ran out of pipe, I don't know. Again, we were preoccupied with the baby, so things kind of went on autopilot for a while. This is, okay. No worries, it's fixable. Me, I want it deeper. You can smell it right here, you know, no. So, anyway, I'm gonna have them eventually take down the blocks, dig it deeper, out over that way, go down, and it's got to be covered with a plate. I don't want to smell it. I'm gonna put a lid on it. I don't want to open to the children with step in it. I don't want it open where you can smell it. The wind turns. Even though it's going to be filtered through 3 chambers and then leached all the way out this direction. Okay. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit longer than I originally anticipated. But you take a risk. You don't win them all. Ask Donald J. Trump. Man's had many failures along with his many successes. You know, you take risks. Sometimes they pay off and sometimes they don't. Mine didn't pay off because my home is not finished, but there's a plan. Always a plan. Wow. I just realized something. I didn't have the window guys come take off their tape stuff. Well, I'll have these guys do it when they run the scaffolding them up, pull the tape stuff off. Those other guys should have done that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bury this and it's gonna be sticking. It's gonna be like a kind of a heel kind of thing going over it. I am gonna put some dirt back here, but I'm gonna get my dirty kitchen in before I start moving dirt back here. So some of these lines are gonna remain exposed until I get that taken care of, because I was planning on filling in the land around the house out to a certain point just to make it look nice, and then branch out in the long-term plan to the property boundaries all the way to the front. But that was over time. I was going to start with this side because this is the lower side after I build my wall to keep the water out. I'm not so concerned right now with security, because if someone wants to break into your yard, over your fence, they're going to do it. They break into banks and vaults and, high security buildings. A wall 30 foot tall with barbed wire and broken glass and electrical stuff like that. People are going to get in. They want to get in. So I'm going to have some other security measures in place, but I'm going to put the wall up. My basic concern is to keep the flood waters out when it rains and people let the water out of their rice fields, and then we just deal with the rain that comes in. And then I was going to fill in this side. So this is still a project. So I think I mentioned that in an earlier video. It's going to go from a home build to a home improvement, because see that? Look at that color on the wall there. That's just a little bit of time it's been there. So I'm going to work with that. That's just the water here. It's only a 20-foot deep well. So, but it's not going to have a filter system on it in this one, but there is over there. In the 70s, I lived on well water, Louisiana, the swamplands. Tennessee, I lived off well water. So I'm perfectly comfortable living off well water as long as you take the proper precautions, put a filter system in, and keep this kind of stuff away from it. That's got to go further. That's just all there is to it. In fact, I'm not going to go further that way. I'm going to have them take down the wall, dig it that way. We're going to go about 10 or 15 feet more that way, put an elbow here and run a pipe out, another pipe out, and then dig like probably a 6 foot or more, whatever, dump well thing, whatever you want to call it. And then we're gonna cover it over with rebar, really close together. So, and actually I may just do it and have them put a lid on it just like this, because there's no need for it to be open. I don't want no odor coming from it. And it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be very filtered. Sorry this is running long. My mind's thinking ahead about all this other stuff we got going on, or going to have going on. So, poor little EJ over in the yellow shirt, he's in trouble because he's forbidden, him and Sabrina, from being over on the construction site. So when I pulled up, of course, he was on the front porch, and bless his little heart, he thought he'd run inside and hide from me when I came inside, and he shot out the side and waited till I went inside, then he shot back down that way and went back over there. So he thinks he's off scot-free, but there's a price to pay for disobedience. No, I'm not a spanker. I did that for my children before, because that's how I was brought up, but the means I'm going to use is going to be just as effective. I don't believe in having spoiled children. There will be no self-entitled social justice warriors coming from my family. They're gonna either my family in America or my family here. I had hoped to have raised them to where they could seek the truth, see the truth when they see it and hear it, and filter out the BS. That's just life in general, folks. I respect your views, you respect mine. I don't play you cancel culture BS. I do not. I don't give a darn who you are. So respect your life, you respect mine. Don't give me no trouble. You ain't worth being my friend if you're gonna be all like that. I come from ancient school, 1800s type of upbringing and beliefs. That's just me. It's just the way it is. I am what I am. And that's what I am. Alright folks. As you can see, a lot of work to do. And we'll see what we can get done the next 8 days. Ciao, mate.